around his body. Those claws look super sick. And he falls.
Oh, hey, what's that noise, sir? Ah! Holy shit! You suck.
Hello YouTube, Ultra Maximus back with another toy review, and today we're taking a look at the Predator. And not just any Predator, it's the Wolf Predator to be exact, from Predator vs. Alien Requiem. Now, this is from NECA Toys, obviously, and I found this at my local flea market a couple weeks ago. I was walking around and found a bag that had a bunch of toys in it and was marked $5. And it was the Toxin figure that I actually noticed. I've already done a review. If you haven't seen it, I will add a link right here. And when I pulled the bag up, this figure was in it as well. And I'm like, ooh, definitely got to get it because I loves me some Predator. Not the child Predator, but, you know, the Arnold Schwarzenegger hunting type of Predator. Yeah, that's it. So let's go ahead and take a look at the figure. So here we have the Predator, the Wolf Predator from AVP Requiem. And I don't particularly recall this character. I guess this is the main character because there's some variations to this. There's one that doesn't have the mask, then there's this one, and they made a couple other Predators from that movie. And this is definitely a cool looking one. It's Predator enough for me. Now, I do have a video game version of this from NECA that I have not reviewed yet. I've actually had it for about a year sitting in a box. But this is definitely cool because it gives me a nice Predator to put up on the shelf. I've only got one minor issue. There's a string that was on here that looks like it had snapped. Other than that, the figure's in perfect condition. It comes with its spear, and it also came with the extra hand to swap out, which is really, really cool. And I was really, really shocked about that it had all the parts to it. I was guessing it was probably going to miss a bunch of stuff, but no, it's all there, and it all looks really, really cool. It's even got this backpack thing that he's got that plugs in. It's got some weapon that he can reach back and grab, so that is very cool. It's got the little blades on the forearm that pop out, which is really, really cool. Now, I will say that this figure pretty much is a plastic statue. It does have articulation. I'll show that off here in a second, but it really only stands in this pose. If it's not in this pose, he's really not going to stand very well at all. But that's okay. I mean, he's going to go up on the shelf with an alien figure, and it's going to be badassery! Alright, so to show the interchangeable hand here, I'm just going to pull this hand off. This little open hand is just going to pop off, maybe, come on, like that. And then he's got this little closed hand that can hold the spear if you so want him to hold it in that one and have his claws pop out, which is really, really cool. So here's his other hand. So there is that, looking all kinds of neat, if I can get him to stand here. Very cool. So I can now take this spear, come on buddy, let go of it, and pull this out of there, and then I can worm it into this hand. So difficult. So now he can hold the spear here like this, and then the gimmick here is the claws pop out like thus. So that is very cool. I like how that pops in and out. Very cool. It feels a little loose, but oh, there they go, all the way up. But I mean, again, it's for posing. You don't want to like rip them in and out. I was shocked that it actually came with the piece not broken. The little gun up here does rotate up just a hair, and then it rotates off to the side. which is cool. His head has some articulation up here, but the dreadlocks on this piece kind of hamper that. He's got a twist here at the elbow. His hands twist. His arms are on a socket joint that move up and down. He has no rotation in his body. The legs twist at the top here. They do not, well, yeah, they do. They twist there. They also have rotate. This leg has rotation right here. There is a single jointed knee. And then this foot rotates here. This foot really doesn't move at all. It looks like it should have a joint, but it doesn't really feel like it wants to move, so I don't really press it. Yeah, so pretty much, yeah, there he is. So pretty cool. Again, the only damage really that I see as I drop apart is on here. Looks like we've got a string. Get out of the way, necklace. A string that's broken. And then actually what I thought was a joint initially looking at it, it's the other horn on his foot that has broken off. But yeah, that's okay. I don't mind. It's still cool, and I got it with a bunch of other figures for like, you know, $5. So taking a closer look at the Predator himself, and I really gotta say the sculpt on this is gorgeous. I love the paint detail on it. Helmet looks cool. I love the little skull necklace he's got going on there. He's got his belt with some accessories on it. The dreadlocks look cool. They got the kind of copper locks in place, which is really neat. He's got this little weapon backpack thing hanging on there. The dreadlocks kind of get in the way of that, but I mean, that's the only place you can really store that piece, but it looks cool. I definitely like it. I like all the paint on the arms. I think that looks good. His little shoulder cannon looks super sick, and I like how it's got articulation to it. Just an all-round, really well-done figure, and the blue eyes. Oh. So taking a look at the midsection of the figure, again, I really like the paint apps on the arms. I like the open hand going on here. I think that looks better than the other one, just like he's about to slash somebody. The belts with all the extra weapons hanging off looks nice. The netting, the armor looks cool. The blades popping out, just all the paint detail looks super, super sick. And even the backpack back here looks pretty cool with all the metal wash and the brown and the black. Definitely a well done figure. And finally, taking a look at the legs, again, I like all the paint apps on the armor pieces. The flesh tone looks good. He looks kind of like he's wearing sandals though, which is weird. Now, fortunately, you know, this has a piece that's broken off, but you really can't tell unless you're specifically looking at it. The back of the legs look really well done. I like his little skirt kind of hanging down. Definitely very cool, but I will say this thing is kind of a pain to get balanced right because of these legs. I mean, you really got to get into place, and to be honest, I'd probably use a statue holder or an action figure holder just to make sure he doesn't fall off the shelf. For comparison, here's the NECA Predator next to the Toxin 2006 Spider-Man figure from Toy Biz. Now, this was the figure that actually caught my attention in the bag for me to pick it up, and I'm so glad I did because so many really, really cool figures inside. And here he is next to Marvel Legends Ultimate Nick Fury. This is another figure that was in the bag, which is very, very cool. Very excited to get a Nick Fury in the Marvel collection. So a nice little surprise. And finally, here is the Predator next to the Alien. Woo! This was another figure that I found in the bag, which was super cool. Now, this is the big chap. This is the original 1979 version of the Alien, also by NECA, which was really, really cool. I'll be doing a review on this guy here in this upcoming few days, so definitely check out my channel for that review. It's just going to be super sick to see both the Predator and Alien up on the shelf. So is the NECA Wolf Predator from AVP Requiem something that you want in your Predator or Aliens collection? Absolutely yes. This is a cool figure. The more Predators that you can get into a Predator collection, I think, is really cool because there's so many variations in the films that we've received so far. We do have an upcoming movie, so it's going to be interesting to see what they look like in that. Predator is one of my favorite alien sci-fi creatures out there. Very cool, very fun, and I've liked all the movies that we received, even the AVP movies. A lot of people didn't like them. I had fun with them. I thought they were pretty neat, and I really liked the reboot they did not too long ago. I thought that was a lot of fun too. So, as far as price, this guy can go anywhere from 20 up to probably 40 or 60 bucks because this is an older figure. Loose, you're going to get it a little bit cheaper. I probably wouldn't pay more than retail for it, to be honest. If I saw it on the shelf for 20 bucks, sure, it's definitely worth $20. I don't know if I would pay more for that, especially if it was loose. I was super ecstatic to find it in a bag full of toys for $5 at a flea market, especially with how complete it is and such minimal damage to it. It's going to look great up on the shelf. So there he is, the Wolf Predator from Aliens vs. Predator Requiem.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share. And as always, look for more videos in the future.